Good afternoon, this is Wayne Bilal with another smart profit maximizing moment. At least I didn't say good morning for once. I'm doing pretty well. Got over our deadline, kind of getting my brain back. I don't know why I can't get this phone to be somewhat even, or maybe I'm crooked. Today we're going to talk about why you should stop discounting and raise your prices instead. It sounds crazy, especially in today's atmosphere. I cover this pretty extensively in my book, which I will someday learn how to hold. I forget I got it turned around, so if you can read it. 90-Day Profit Reset, go get it. I mean, I definitely have a ton of material in here, and it's been well received. I want to tell you the people that read it really think it's done a really good job. I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't discount. Look, we've all been there. We've all had the position where somebody's come in with an ad or a competitor's price or anything and said, hey, I'm getting a cheaper price. And what's our first instinct? Our first instinct is to match it. Another situation we run into a lot is sales start to drop a little bit. So our sales are coming down. I just realized you may not be able to hear me that well. Let's stick a headphone in so let's put this one in. That one's almost dead. There we go. Hopefully you can hear me better. That's the problem with live, and I forget phone, but I'm sure the phone picked it up all right. Probably this is a little better though. Sales are down. All of a sudden sales are down and we're panicking. What are we going to do? I mean, we got to do something here. So we discount. Well, inside the book, and it's on, if you got the book, look for page 25 and 27. I have a couple of charts that put it in perspective, all right? The first chart is the effect of discounting on your profits. Now, it's hard to do charts on a live one. I could put it up and show you, but I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that. I'm going to give you an example, all right? In my example, I'm going to use, in the chart it covers first, what's your profit margin? Now, what is a profit margin? A profit margin is how much do you make after you deliver the product, all right? So after you make and deliver the product. So usually it's the cost of the item you're selling, if it's a physical product, or labor if it's, services or something like that. So what's your profit margin? And my chart has from 20 to 60%. We're going to use 40%, which is kind of a normal retail profit margin after delivery, labor, and material. Really doesn't matter. Just give you an example. If I reduce my costs, if I discount my, let's try that again. If I reduce my price, if I discount my price by 10%, all right, I have to sell 33% more just to break even. That's a lot, all right? Think about it. That's a lot, all right? It's even worse. If I'm got a 40% margin and I drop my price by 20%, I need to have 100% increase in sales. 100% increase in sales just to break even. All right. But what's the first thing everybody does? Match the price, discount. If something goes wrong, discount. All right. What should we do instead? Well, a better approach, and if you haven't ever followed Dan Kennedy or haven't heard of him, he's definitely a business person, a business guru consultant that I would follow. Every business owner should really be reading some of his stuff. His No BS series is excellent. Start with No BS Marketing. That's probably one of my favorites, but hell, they're all good. He's a contrarian, and kind of for good reason. He says, most businesses don't survive. Half of them are gone within 5 years. Less than 5% last. Less than 1 to 2% pass on to the next generation. So why are we doing what everybody else is doing? Maybe we should be doing the opposite. And he says, if your competitors are discounting, then you should do the opposite and raise your prices. Yeah, I said that. Yes, you should raise your prices. Now, I've heard my clients say it, and heck, I've said it. I've had arguments with Jim Palmer, my coach. Like, I can't do that. I'll lose my shirt. I'll lose my clients. Will you lose some customers? Yeah, of course you will. Some of them are price conscious, okay? But remember what you're in business for. You're not in business to sell. It's not a matter of sales. Sales is for vanity, okay? You're there to make money, all right? It's not just to generate a sale, but to generate profit, All right. So what happens, let's look at the second chart that I have on page 27. All right. So like I said, I have a darn time remembering how to do this. All right. So I have the camera flipped so when it's to you, you can read it. But on my side, I'm always having to remember to go opposite. If I were to raise prices, I'm in the same 40% margin. All right. I'm still my gross profit after. And if you don't understand that and you need help calculating, you get with your CPA, they'll help you. If I'm in a 40% margin and I raise my prices by 10%, I can lose 20% of my customers and make the same bottom line. Yeah, you heard me. I can lose 1 out of every 5 customers and make the same profit. All right. If I raise my prices by 20%, I can lose 1 out of every 3, 33%. I can lose every 3rd customer and make the same profit. Now, business owners who think price is the only reason people come to them to buy are going to have a heck of a time believing this or even swallowing this advice. They're just going to go, no. They reject the concept of value selling. I mean, that's simple as that. That may work for, this is what they say, that may work for some businesses, but it won't work for me. I've said it. I've been wrong, but I've said it, okay? In my experience, there's simply no business that cannot demand a premium price on products or services. They do it by marketing in a way that the customer perceives added value over the competitor's lower priced item. Sometimes in marketing, you have to match the price to get them to come in the door. But then you have, and we're not going to go over it real strong in this lesson, but you have good, better, best. So you have the good product, and they come in, and it's the same product that your competitor on the street's marketing heavily, or Costco, or Sam's, or Walmart, or whoever, one of the big guys is marketing. All right, and you have that product at that price, even if you're losing a little money on it. But you need to be, your staff needs to be trained, you need to be trained to explain, yeah, that's a good product, but it may not be best for what your problem is. That's value selling. The idea of sitting down and saying, what is your actual problem you're trying to solve with this, all right? Of course, there's a catch. You have to do that hard work of determining the added value and communicating it clearly and consistently, okay? It's not that easy. Understand though, if all your marketing is based on price and you focus only on having the lowest price, you need to be very, very afraid, because you'll only have the business until a competitor comes along who's willing to sell it at the same thing for less, all right? Battling on price is a war you're just simply not going to win. The customers you attract will only be loyal until they find a little lower price somewhere else. The only way to win is to get out of the battle by focusing on features and benefits that set you apart and deliver more value. Example of these are different for every business, okay? That could be better quality service, longer comprehensive warranties, money-back guarantees, greater convenience, 24-hour access, or some of the common ones. But don't just be stuck with the common ones, okay? Your job as a business owner, and this is important, you need to write this one down. Your job as a business owner, and therefore as a marketer, because you are the marketer for your business, is to market your products and services with a high perceived value and deliver them with service that wows your customer. Repeat that. Your job is to market your products and services with a high perceived value and deliver them with service that wows your customers. Price only matters when all else is equal. Seriously, let your competitors fight with Amazon, Walmart, and Costco. I'm going to use a couple of examples to give you an idea. One of them is me, all right? There's tons of competitors out there, H&R Block, Liberty Tax, large CPA firms, they're all out there. And I don't compete with those people because I'm not going to win that battle. I'm a small CPA, couple people office, nothing large, all right? So how do I market? Well, I want to work with those who are willing to pay for my expertise and advice to save them thousands of dollars in tax savings every year. And I also, people that are willing to work with me one-on-one in coaching to help them make more money. That's simply, it's customized work that the big guys just aren't willing to do. I mean, H&R Block can't do that, even if they try. Okay, the large CPA firms try, but that's not their focus, where it is our focus. I mean, I tell people we do 3 things. We do tax returns, we do tax planning, and we do profit coaching. That's it. So it's our focus, all right? And we can do it better than they can. Another example, I have a good client of mine, BK Medical, good friends too. Great people. If you need home medical equipment, feel free to go to them. They sell medical supplies to the general customer, general public, sorry. And at one time I sat down and when we were looking at trying to decide what to do for their marketing, we stuck website up for them and a website up for 2 or 3 of their other competitors. And I said, look at this. I mean, and you're going to see this in your own industry. Do it for yourself. Open your website, open a couple of your competitors' websites, and you're going to see that they're going to look a lot alike. All right? It's simple as that. I mean, in BAK's case, just about all the websites said high quality products that you need to take care of loved ones, free delivery, money back, guaranteed service, whatever. They all said the same thing. Okay? We sat down and changed the playing field by turning my client into a resource center for caregivers rather than focusing on products for patients. Caregivers make a lot of now we still had all the other stuff, but if you're a caregiver, you're taking care of your spouse, or you're taking care of your parents, or you're taking care of your own children. I mean, whatever the situation is, and you're a caregiver, now you're seeing, boom, Caregiver's Corner. Here's caregiver resources. We have a caregiver blog. We have a caregiver meetings. Now, if you're a caregiver and you open the 3 websites, what are you going to see? So the question is, why can't you raise your price? Why can't you add value? Well, there's only one thing stopping, and that's basically thinking about it and coming up with a plan. On that note, we're going to be, and I got a date now. I forgot the date, but it's the week before Thanksgiving. We're going to do a webinar series on the key things from our book, and we're going to be launching the week after Thanksgiving my coaching program so that we can, start helping people do things like what I just talked about, how to not sell on price, how to sell on value, how to be the person that your customer or prospect is automatically attracted to, like the caregiver, or like my example, a business that wants to save taxes, or a business that wants to make more money. Hey, again, a lot of this is covered in here. If you can't make the coaching, it's in the book. Okay, make sure you get it. It's still, I think I forgot what I priced it at. The Kindle version, go to Amazon.com, look for the 90-day profit reset. The Kindle version's at $3.99. The hard copy is worth it if you ask me. It's $19 something. And in either way, you have a website that you can go to that has the worksheets in the back, which are really, really important, including these discounting sheets. I'm almost positive. Yeah, I put those up there. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.